It seems that the world will have to wait a little while longer for getting on the path towards averting a catastrophe. The much-anticipated decision at the UN Climate Summit remains elusive still. COP27, which was supposed to highlight these issues, it's been extended by another day as negotiators seek to break a deadlock over creating loss and damage funds. This comes after the climate talks were stalled on major issues after a surprise offer was made by the European Union. EU's proposals come on two of the thorniest issues, that is, trying to compensate for climate disasters to tougher emissions cuts. Minutes after the United Nations summit's chairman warned delegates that we're not where we need to be. In order to close this conference with tangible and robust outcomes, the EU's top climate official made a surprise offer and proposed a two-pronged approach here. The proposal would create a pool of money for poor countries in exchange for a pledge to phase down oil, gas and coal. The announcement came shortly after vulnerable countries that bear the brunt of climate change stepped up the urgency. They accused richer polluters of stalling and said that they cannot wait another year for the creation of a fund to pay for the damages here. Antigua Barbuda expressed disappointment over the slow progress of the loss and damage fund at the summit as well.
It's the agenda item that many parties on both sides have stated is the defining issue for COP27. We have been waiting for 2 weeks for text on funding arrangements for loss and damage. We're not sending the right signal to the world, a world that is watching and that's waiting with us. So we ask Mr. President, where is the text?
For us, a fund is not an end in itself. Spending money is not an end in itself. It's about ensuring justice, climate justice, because we are currently seeing that those who have contributed the least to it suffer the most from the current climate damage.
Now, the issue of loss and damage is one of three financial aid pots discussed. Rich nations agreed in past conferences to spend about $100 billion a year to help poorer countries develop cleaner energy systems and adapt to prevent future disasters. They've, however, lagged in providing these funds.
We haven't cut our emissions fast enough, and now that has led to the fact that impacts are here and now, and we need adaptation. We also need loss and damage because the impacts are getting so extreme that they're going beyond the bounds of ordinary adaptation measures. All of these issues are still in play in these final hours of the COP. We might be here through the weekend. This might go into overtime.
And as the leaders and delegates try to hammer out a deal for climate action, protesters continue to vent their angers. They say that the negotiators at the summit are watering down the details regarding fossil fuels use and its impact. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.